Hi, I'm Heidi Johansson, and welcome to Galas and Giving, Shaw TV Spotlight on local charity events. Not unlike each Snowflake, this is a one-of-a-kind celebration of children's health. The 19th annual Snowflake Gala is in support of leading-edge training for the remarkable staff at the Stollery Children's Hospital. And it's all happening right here at the Shaw Conference Centre. So tonight we are applauding all of the dedicated individuals that make the Stollery exceptional. It's been 19 years since the inaugural Snowflake Gala. So to pay tribute to the team that laid the foundation for its success, the Stollery Children's Hospital Foundation returned to its original theme.
So we thought it was very appropriate, very wintry to go back to the snowflake theme, and the feedback has been incredible. It's been very, very positive. People like the fact that they can relate to the theme in a way that reminds them of the holiday season and reminds them of the season of giving.
Covering all ages and intersex, from gaming fanatics and trendy teens to crafty kids and traveling tykes. This is an opportunity for all family members to enjoy an evening out.
We really customize it so that families can start the holiday season together, because it's a busy season, and we have to give thanks for the fortune that we have in this city, in this province, in this country, and it's a great way to teach our kids to give it forward.
A sold-out crowd of 1,400 guests were treated to exceptional eats and a performance from Shumka and City Ballet. They joined forces for Clara's Dream, a magical unfolding of a child's dream and a message not lost on volunteers such as Sharon Howie. For the past 18 years, Howie has dedicated her time and efforts to the success of this event.
I've been very fortunate. I have 2 daughters and 4 grandchildren, and luckily they've all been very healthy, but I think it's very important that we have this in the city for, well, all of northern Alberta, right? Yeah, that we have such a wonderful facility.
The Snowflake Gala raises money to not only attract, but retain the best and brightest medical minds from around the world. Medical minds such as Dr. Jonathan Duff, a pediatric intensivist who states that simulation-based training is the future. It's also one of the areas which is supported by tonight's gala.
One thing we've learned over time is that the more you practice, the better you get at things, and it's the same if you're a tennis player as if you're an ICU physician or an ICU nurse. People need to practice to work on their skills, and we work in a big team and we need to practice as a team. So the foundation has been so generous about providing us some of the equipment that we need to allow our team to practice. So we can practice these things on mannequins, on dolls, on pieces of plastic before we have to do them in real life on children and babies.
Practice makes perfect, and if a worst-case scenario should arise, the medical staff are ready.
One of the things we've started doing in the ICU is if there's a baby in the ICU that's very, very sick, we will take that team that's looking after that baby, bring them to the simulator, and pretend that that baby got a lot sicker. So they can practice that exact same scenario on a mannequin, so that if, God forbid, something happens to the real baby, we've practiced what we think is going to be the most likely bad thing to happen, and we know what to do.
From the Stollery Children's Hospital medical team reaching beyond our city to every area of our province, let's take a look at what it means to be a part of the difference in the health and well-being of children.
We are the Stollery.
We are the Stollery.
One of the things that I do that's quite unique in Canada is testing of the autonomic nervous system, and the foundation completely supported the development of that autonomic lab. That lab has opened up opportunities to assess children with various conditions that cause them to lose consciousness or even have seizures sometimes. And it's unique in Canada, particularly in a children's hospital. By working with the hospital, by being a team, we are the Stollery. What that means is when a patient or a parent comes in with their child to have their care provided, that at the same time we work with them, we come to them to bring the research to them. On behalf of the Women and Children's Health Research Institute, we are the Stollery.
We are the Stollery. Thank you.
I'm actually directly funded right now for a clinical research fellowship from the foundation. So the money from the foundation and from all of the donors that have provided money to the foundation is actually directly allowing me to complete this research project and to contribute to the knowledge in pediatrics, specifically pediatric infectious diseases in the future.
We are the Stollery!
In terms of how I see myself in the vision of We Are the Stollery, first and foremost, I'm a parent of 3 small children, and we have used the service at the Stollery previously, and I'm sure we will in the future again, and it's amazing to know that we have such a wonderful hospital. With respect to what I do professionally in terms of We Are the Stollery, although I am looking at a very particular portion of the population, children that are awaiting solid organ transplants or have had solid organ transplants, we are hoping that the research that we're doing is going to lead to better outcomes for children with those transplants.
We are the Stollery!
I'm one of the PICU transport team nurses. We function as a team with a nurse and an RT primarily. Our primary goal is to pick up children that don't have a local pediatric hospital. The Stollery Children's Hospital Foundation provides us with the funding so that we can have the best possible transport equipment. So most recently we've gotten things such as a new monitor that's more compact and more designed for transport so that we can do more things outside of the pediatric intensive care. The PICU team's care would not be as great as it is without the foundation's support and the support of the community.
There you go. Thank you. Welcome.
The way I feel is that we are the Stollery. It's not just me contributing to being a part of the Stollery as a nurse, it's us contributing as a team and everyone contributing on the whole.
We are the Stollery!
We Are the Stollery to me is bigger than the bricks, the mortar. It's bigger than the people that work within the Stollery, bigger than the Edmonton community. It's about bringing all of those elements together and focusing on the most important thing, and that's our kids. Not only for today, but for future generations.
I think the Stollery is a community. It's a mentality of putting others before yourself. It's having empathy for those in the struggle and doing your best to help them out.
We are the Webb family, and we are the Stollery. We are the Stollery!
United for the Stollery, all in attendance were able to show their support by bidding on a vast array of silent auction items. In addition, there were 3 showstopper live auction packages, a Grammy Awards weekend in Los Angeles, a Ryder Cup weekend in Minneapolis, and an authentic Tuscan farmhouse getaway, fetching a closing bid of $53,000. This year's Stollery Children's Hospital Foundation Snowflake Gala raised $765,000.
I am overwhelmed with your generosity. I am overwhelmed with your investment, but I can tell you it is absolutely worth it because inside every little child there is potential. That kid could be the next accountant, the next artist, the next something else. If we invest in our children and we invest in their health, they will transform the world.
So we had to ask the future world changers here tonight about the highlight of the gala. We'll give you a hint. They were all in agreement, and it has something to do with Edmonton's very own Harmon B and DJ Quake.
I'm really excited for the dancing.
I love going on the stage and dancing. That's really fun.
Oh yeah,
too.
that's my favorite part.
Or like singing, yeah.
Ah, so I'm assuming the dancing part is your favorite part. Yeah. What's your favorite part of the evening?
I think I like the dancing the most. I think our favorite part was, all of it.
This has been a phenomenal evening spent in a winter wonderland. For more information on how you can realize the potential in every child, go to stollerykids.com. And if you would like Shaw TV to cover your event, email us at galasandgiving@shaw.ca. From the Shaw Conference Center, I'm Heidi Johansson. Hair services for Galas and Giving is sponsored by Raw Beauty Inc. With medical facial aesthetics sponsored by External Affairs Medical Spa.